I'd like to call the meeting to order. Board of Leavenworth County Commissioners. I'd like to invite everyone to stand for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For the record, all three commissioners are present. I'd like to open up the public comment portion of the meeting. Anyone from the public wishing to speak, please come forward, state your name and address. Seeing none, we'll close that portion of public comment and move on to approval of the minutes. Commissioners?
I've read them over and I see no additions or so I make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Voting?
Aye.
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 Mark, Molly, we have any administrative business?
I might have one item. The owners for 1830 South Broadway that we lease for the Agency on Aging, as you're aware, had contacted us in the past asking for an increase. We had replied to them back in January asking that any change to an agreement would have to be completed before June 1st so that we could conclude it in the budget and it wouldn't be effective until the following year. They did miss the deadline for getting this taken care of before June 1st, but they are now in contact with us and have provided a letter requesting an increase equivalent to the CPI for the last couple of years. I've provided you with a memo that would that calculates what that would be, what the increase would be, and I'm just looking for guidance if the board is interested in doing that. Our current contract is in place and stays in place until 2019. Because they've missed their deadline, we wouldn't have to allow an increase, but I think it might be appropriate to allow for the CPI adjustment and then ask for a 3-year extension to the current contract. If that's something the board would be interested in.
Kind of a give and take thing.
Yeah, give them, it's a total because the previous year's CPI was 0.29 and this year's was 1.4%. That's a 1.69% increase, or about $1,000 over the previous year. And then they would ask that that be allowed CPI adjustment every year automatically, so they don't have to worry if they miss it or not.
Can we approve that now, or do we have to wait till the budget hearings to approve that?
Well, what you can do is give us guidance to get a contract with the appropriate language together, get them to approve it, and bring it back here for your approval, if that's something the board wishes to do.
So you need a motion to authorize you to move forward with that?
Yes, please.
I so move.
Second.
Voting?
Aye.
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 Anything else, Mark?
That was it for me.
All right.
I have one little piece.
right.
That's why I was on the phone about. Down in Tonganoxie, I got a call. I've been playing phone tag with a gentleman down there, and he was not really complaining, but he was having issues with Deafenball and the containers that they are not picking up as far as our pickup of
The recycling program?
recycling pieces. And he referenced that years ago, I guess, and maybe Doug knows this, about Honey Creek Disposal. And they had several containers down there, and some of them had slots in them, which I guess Deafenball does, and it makes the people that put cardboard in the cardboard bin break the cardboard down rather than just put like a big old box in there, and it takes up so much room, and then not very many people can put cardboard in it. And he was referencing the area where the recycling bins used to be, which was on around the curve on the way he explained it, around the curve on 2440 where it straightens out and goes south. Is that where it
Yeah,
was?
and they had so many problems with people just dropping trash on them that they had to quit.
Yeah, so the
Well,
city of Tonganoxie used
anyway,
to provide that.
he would like for us to reconsider putting more bins out there, because he says, and possibly changing the people that pick it up, because he says Deafenball definitely is not picking it up, as we've had trouble
Well,
with our trailers.
Now, the Deffenbaugh is scheduled to pick it up on a weekly basis, and they have shown up on a weekly basis. So when scheduled to pick it up, it's more use than one
Yes.
bin can handle.
And,
So we've
so-
already worked that out as we discussed
Add
here.
another
Yeah.
bin.
We've added another bin, and we went to twice weekly pickup
Yeah.
to see where that goes and see what that does. I've also, I've just started to talk to the city manager in Tonganoxie to see, I thought their plan was mandatory recycling curbside, but somebody has said that it's not. So I'm gonna ask them
I
if
don't
it's not.
think it is.
If it's not mandatory, I'm gonna ask if the city would be interested in helping us with the cost, or maybe another location that gets the 2-day.
That was on
twice
private
weekly
property,
pickup.
Commissioner.
Yes, I know.
Other bins were,
And I was wondering
The city had made
if we could
agreements
go
with
back to
us.
that. Did we pay the private owner?
We weren't any
we
part of
weren't
that. It was
involved
actually
with
the
it.
city.
We just now got involved with the recycling.
Okay.
So the city had an agreement with those locations, and there were 2 locations. And
Well-
both locations just said they didn't want it anymore because people were just dumping their trash out
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So that's why we said ours is on a trial basis to see if we have the same issues.
So do they have trash pickup now down there?
Trash
What?
pickup?
Regular trash pickup?
In the
Okay.
city?
In the city,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they have a trash
So-
contract.
And they have the assistants.
So there's less chance for anyone to want to dump their trash in there.
Well, it was
except for-
mainly it was for the county residents.
Yeah.
And I went to Tongi Days and I had a lot of people, said that we made a good decision on putting them there because
Yeah.
a lot of people use it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
Well-
just passing on what I was
Right.
told.
We
Well-
just changed probably this week.
Of course,
and
I know-
I know a lot of people use it on the weekend and like yesterday I went by, it was overfilled
Yeah.
So this week
That's-
they'll bring out
He
the.
referenced that himself.
because people use it on the weekend. It just gets an influx of
So
Yeah.
is there
Recyclable.
a
This
chance
week,
that?
we'll have 2 dumpsters. They'll bring the second dumpster out, and we'll go to the twice weekly pickup, and
Okay.
we'll see where that leaves us.
Okay.
And hopefully that will take care of it.
Okay.
If not, we'll continue.
But
to
I don't
evaluate
think,
our options.
anybody's dropped any stuff that wasn't recyclable.
I haven't heard
I haven't
about
heard
trash
anybody
so far.
say
Well,
about any garbage or
It's just
anything.
been 2
No.
dumpsters.
I
But I think it
haven't.
helps being at a public building instead on private property.
Right.
So,
You probably are right.
yeah, so, okay.
Okay, that's all I
All
had.
right, well, we're ready for Mr. Marlboro.
I require the board's approval to proceed with purchasing 10 tablets for EMS. This is funded from depreciation. I have the funding. I just need the board's approval to go forward.
How much are the tablets?
$3,693 each, for a total of $36,009.30.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Voting?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
That was painless.
Nice and quick.
All right, we're ready for Public Works, Mr. Lucci.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Public Works is seeking approval to accept the newly constructed roads within Primrose Hill Estates subdivision into the county's inventory of roadways. Primrose Hill Estates is a new subdivision down in the southern part of the county, right off County Route, 2440. It's kind of the second phase of High Prairie Point. It's a new developer, not the same developer as High Prairie, but it's connected with High Prairie Point with the internal streets. Plans were prepared by Land Plan. Construction was completed by R.D. Johnson. I completed my inspection of the site last week, and I recommend approval of accepting them into our system.
They completed all the dirt work last fall?
Yeah.
Or did they have to do?
Majority of dirt work was done last fall, yes.
Okay, they didn't put any base rock down last fall, did they?
No, no, they did put base rock down. I think they even got
They
their
built
first-
the road? Oh, and they even put a seal
I think they got
coat?
their first seal coat on when it was that warm spell we had last October, early November. Got their first seal coat on it, then they had to
Okay.
finish it up.
And they've applied a second coat?
Yes.
And then you're gonna
Paid
supply
for
the third coat?
Yeah, they pay for it. So we'll put it on.
I haven't been down there since we went to the pre-construction meeting, and so it turned out okay.
Yeah,
Everything looked
yeah,
good.
got a good stand of grass coming up. It's looking nice.
Ready to sell lots,
Actually, they're ready to build. I've been having a builder call me for weeks
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then we better hurry up and get this
They're ready to
approved.
start building homes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Voting.
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else before the board?
That did have a resolution, so you need a
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's got,
That's got a
motion to
resolution
approve the
number, yeah.
resolution
36.
2017-36.
I move approval.
You need a second.
Oh, second?
Yeah, we need a second.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
All right, voting?
Aye.
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 All right. Are we done? Anything else before the board?
Chairman, did these gentlemen have anything to bring up right now?
I don't believe, though, they didn't talk, I think they're here to see David, I think, afterwards. So, I'd say a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
This is a record. Commissioner, you were on the phone longer than it took to have.
Yeah,
this
I
meeting.
was.